Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's a bit of a scratchy energy today. I don't know if you're feeling it, but I certainly am. The energy is getting more intense as we head towards Lionsgate over the weekend, the 8th of August. People seem to be quite aggressive, quite jumpy, and so be interesting to see what the cards have to say today. I'm going to be reading today on a rather unpleasant topic, the topic of Gary Janetti's cartoon, The Prince, which is showing on HBO at the moment. I have to say I saw the trailer and it looked absolutely appalling. Not funny, it looked really cruel, really ugly, vicious. Dated as well, derivative, as if it's stealing ideas from other series. And of course, this is a tarot reading. This is just my opinion. It's just for entertainment purposes only. So that is how I feel about it. I know for a fact that I will not be watching it. And I can see also that it's getting pretty bad reviews. It's got 41% on Rotten Tomatoes, 5 out of 10 on IMDb, and 3 out of 10 on Bubble Blabber. Now, I'm going to be doing 2 readings today on the cartoon series. The first one that I'm going to be doing now is on Harry and Meghan and their silence about the series. And the second, I'll be doing having a look at how Kate and William feel about it, how Prince George is being portrayed. But for the purposes of this reading, Dan Whitten wrote a very interesting article in the Daily Mail a couple of days ago that said, if Harry and Meghan are so worried about mental health, why have they stayed so oddly silent about this cruel American cartoon which could scar Prince George for life? Now, Prince George, according to Dan Whitten, is portrayed as effeminate, camp, and weight-obsessed. In other words, he's portrayed as gay and very bitchy kind of gay. And of course, he's an 8-year-old boy. And this is really going to be difficult for him in his life. He's going to, huge bullying potential, huge awkwardness, really unpleasant. It's really cruel. It's almost unbelievable that people can be so cruel to an 8-year-old boy. So why the silence? Why the silence? And Dan Whitten goes on to say that the silence is because the show is made by their new Hollywood mates. Orlando Bloom even voices the animated version of Harry. It targets their main royal rivals, the Cambridges, while leaving the Sussexes themselves largely unscathed. Compared to the other royals, the way Harry is portrayed as slightly dim and Meghan as mildly ambitious is positively sedate. And their own child Archie is not featured as a main character. Unlike, of course, the Cambridges, the whole family is featured. Prince Philip is portrayed in a despicable way, apparently. I have to say this is all apparently because I'm certainly not watching, have no intention of watching. The Queen is portrayed dreadfully. They're all portrayed dreadfully. It's a really savage and vicious takedown of the royals, really, as Dan Whitten pointedly says, leaving 2 royals, ex-royals, relatively unscathed, Harry and Meghan. So I'm going to be doing a Celtic Cross, looking at the series from Harry and Meghan's point of view, why they're staying silent, how they feel about it, how it's going to reflect on them, and whether they have any involvement in this series, whether past influence or whether currently. We're going to be looking at that today. I'm using the little cards that I like to use, the Tarot Nova. Just doing some final shuffling now. Tarot Nova, it's a nice little deck. I use it very often when I'm doing readings on children. I'm going to do one more shuffle and then I will cut the deck and set out the reading for you. And let's see what the cards have to say. Sorry, it's a crossing card. It's been a while since I've done a Celtic cross on here. Forgetting how to do them. I'll move the cards so you can see them better when I'm done. And let's just pull them over there so that they're all on screen properly. And bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles in the Tarot Nova. Something's not working out. Something's not working out as it was expected to work out. Could be dropping money on this. The plan could not be coming to fruition in the way that they expected it to. So that's interesting underlying energy. Let's leave the card. Let's leave it down here. You can see it here. So Ace of Pentacles, underlying energy, not quite going the way they intended it to. And as I say, may in fact be costing money for whoever's involved in the series. So let's see. The general energy for Harry and Meghan, their silence, their view of this series, their energy around it is the Death card. This is very serious energy. It's a bad ending. It's a total transformation of something. It could be the ending of their relationship with the royal family that is implied here with this Death card. That it's just so bad. The way that the royals are portrayed in this is so bad that it is really going to impact Harry and Meghan and their relationship with the royals, because of course, as was pointed out in Dan Whitten's article, it's Harry and Meghan's mates who are doing this. A very targeted, very direct takedown of the royal family. What is the challenge for them in this situation that they find themselves in now, where it's getting a lot of bad press? People are very unhappy with it and being very openly critical of them for not commenting. 10 of Pentacles. The challenge is the 10 of Pentacles. The challenge is that they want to make money out of this, and the challenge is that actually at the moment their money supply, well, their connection to money is the royal family and the lineage and the inheritance and the succession and all the goodies that go with that, the titles and the honours and everything else. And the Death card is saying that they are losing this connection with the royal family, and they're going to lose it, and it's going to cost them. We've already seen from the Eight of Pentacles that there is a financial loss here, a big financial hit. They want to make money out of this. They want to monetize this in some way or other, whether secretly or not, I don't know. But it's looking bad. The Death card, Major Arcana, is looking very bad for them, very publicly looking bad for them. So here I'm asking, in the hidden energies, I'm asking, are they actually involved secretly at some level in this series? And we get the Lovers in the reverse. The Lovers in reverse. Can read this in one of two ways. The Lovers is literally in reverse, a falling out. So there has been some falling out. They may have been involved in it in some capacity, but if they were, they are no longer, which could be why the Eight of Pentacles has come out in reverse, that they are not able to capitalize on this series in some way or shape or form. I don't know, maybe they were going to do voice work on it. We know that they are potentially going to do voice work on Meghan's series, Pearl. There's a lot of speculation about that. But the other energy that the Lovers, of course, represents is a choice. And in the reverse, the Lovers is a bad choice. And they have very possibly, Major Arcana, have made a bad choice to be involved in this in some hidden way. So it could go both ways. Could have fallen out with the producers of this series, Lovers in reverse, could be regretting the decision they made to be involved, Lovers in reverse. I'll leave it to you. You figure out how you read that. I'm not getting a major hit either way intuitively on these cards at all. But it's a big Major Arcana in reverse either way. A regret around here, something that's not working out. So not looking good for them with Death, and with the Lovers in reverse doesn't look good for them at all. What is their goal with this? What is their focus with this series? And again, we get a Two of Cups, a breakup. It's as if they want to cause unhappiness. They want to break people up. They want to break up partnerships that are happy and successful and loving. and they want to cause grief for people. I would say that they want to cause grief for William and Catherine, as much grief as possible with this card, which gives some color then to the Lovers in reverse. That hidden energy echoes this idea that they actually secretly want to cause maximum damage to William and Kate, want to hurt them. The most direct way of hurting them is, of course, hurting them through their children. They can't break them up as a couple, but they can cause terrible damage to their children. And that's the energy that's now coming through very clearly from the Lovers, very clearly from this Two of Cups in reverse. It's diabolical energy. It's despicable. It's absolutely disgraceful. And I do hope that there is some comeuppance for them if this is truly the case, if what the cards are saying here is true, because it is utterly disgraceful. It really is. What's happened in the past? Gary Janetti was very critical of Meghan Markle. She was the butt of many of his jokes initially, and then suddenly he changed his tune around about the time that he inked this deal for the series. So what happened? Did money change hands? Was there some influence? Yes, there was. Six of Pentacles, the give and take card. There definitely was some kind of quid pro quo involved. If you shut up about me on Instagram or Twitter or wherever it was that he was doing his Prince George cartoons and things before he got the HBO series, there was some stop doing that, and then I'll stay quiet when the series comes out and you really hit Prince George and everyone else really hard. That's quid pro quo there. Definitely the Harkles, at least one of them, was involved in the change of direction, the change of tune, and it's looking uglier and uglier. I mean, it's very obviously ugly, but scratching around in here, it's ugly at every level and every way possible. It's very unpleasant. It's obscene, in fact. So what is going to be coming up next steps with regard to Harry and Meghan and this series? Are they going to come out and make a statement criticizing it for the way it's treating Prince George? Are they going to stay silent? Are they going to be criticized? The Emperor, it looks like someone really powerful is going to step in and do something, say something about it. We might have to take a clarifying card on that. That's not Harry and Meghan energy. That's definitely not Harry and Meghan. They're not going to do anything in the near future, absolutely not. But somebody is going to step in and say something. And we will take a look at that when I get to the end of this reading. I want to look now at how each of them feels, how Harry feels about the series, the way it's portraying Prince George. Does he feel bad? Is he happy? Is he secretly gleeful? The devil. I think he's enjoying it. He's deriving secret pleasure from it, glee. He really is. He's enjoying the mischief that's been made here, the misery that's been caused by the devil, the toxic energy that is coming out here. He's relishing it. Major Arcana. It's his dark, dreadful side, Prince Harry, that is really enjoying making as much misery as possible for his brother and his wife and an innocent child. That's a despicable card to see in that position. I wasn't expecting of it of Prince Harry, but I suppose I still have some illusion about him as a human being, that somewhere in there actually is a decent person, a heart still beating, but clearly not from this card. And as I said, scratchy energy today, very intense energies. I'm feeling it. I'm really not enjoying the energy that's coming off these cards. It's actually very upsetting. This is a very upsetting reading to be doing. How's Meghan feeling? I'd expect this card to come out for Meghan. You know, she always shows up as the devil in other readers' readings. How's she feeling? And a very unlikely card to come out for her, Temperance. The card of oil on troubled waters, healing, soothing. She might be the one. She might be the one who actually comes out and says something. Oh, you know, it's unkind and we shouldn't be so abusive to little children. Perhaps she's stocking this in her in her portfolio for when she reinvents herself as a divorced woman. And I wasn't a party to this. So this was Prince Harry and his friend Orlando Bloom, because we know that, of course, Orlando Bloom and Harry are big mates now in Montecito, and Orlando Bloom is voicing Prince Harry's character in the cartoon. So Meghan is going to come out looking like the angel in all of this. Possibly she is the one who's going to be speaking out against it here with the Emperor. That would never be Prince Harry. It could be Meghan Markle coming out and saying something against the series when she sticks her thumb out the window and realizes which way the wind is blowing. Prince Harry is the one who is egging them on and enjoying it gleefully. So their hopes and fears for this series. What do they hope? What do they fear? And I get the 9 of Swords in reverse. 9 of Swords in reverse, that's the stress worry card and the upright. I think that they wanted to take some of the pressure off them. That they're the ones that have been suffering all this anguish and torment, particularly Prince Harry, I'm getting. That it's a lot to do with him. And he is now, and he's probably been sweating because of all the shenanigans around their children, allegedly, and their births and where they really come from and all of that. We're not going to go there now, but you all know what I'm talking about. A lot of stress, a lot of worry. Now it's William's turn. Now it's Kate's turn to be worried about their children, because look what we've done. We've scarred them for life. With the one cartoon series, we have managed to scar them for life. They will never live this down. Prince George will go off to boarding school and he will be bullied from morning to night because Gary Janetti has portrayed him as a little bitch on the series. Very nice, very nice. So what is the outcome going to be for Harry and Meghan? For aligning themselves with the series, for not speaking out, for their friends being involved in it. 6 of Wands in the reverse. It's going to be a defeat for them. I'm very happy to see this card. I'm delighted to see this card, because as those of you know who've been following me in the recent past, there have been some real plot twists, some real surprises in final cards and outcome cards recently. This is the card, exactly the card that I would like to see here. 6 of Wands in reverse, a heavy defeat for them. A really heavy defeat. They're going to look really bad. We've seen that already with this death card, and it's going to go badly for them. It's already seen as going badly for them. People are disgusted with their behavior. It's a death, I think a death in terms of public opinion. The fact that they couldn't speak out about bullying, that they couldn't speak out about mental health when it came to their own nephew, 8-year-old nephew, they could say nothing about it because they want this 10 of Pentacles, they want this 8 of Pentacles, wherever it is. They want this money. They want to be in with the Hollywood crowd, and they will do anything, literally sell their souls. In Prince Harry's case, they have already coughed up something to switch Gary Janetti around and switch directions and switch away from Meghan Markle towards Prince George as the victim of his very ugly, very unfunny so-called witticisms. Foul energy. 2 of Cups, they want to cause maximum pain to William and Catherine. Lovers in reverse, the same energy. They really want to hurt. They want to cause damage. And I'm guessing that the Emperor is in fact Meghan Markle. I'm not going to take another card on that now. This reading's gone on for long enough. I'm getting that. In fact, she, seeing the way the wind is blowing, may in fact come out and make a very public announcement that she disapproves of this and separates herself from it. It wasn't me, I had nothing to do with it. And that in fact it's Prince Harry who is the one who's most involved in it, and who is delighting in the fact that someone else is now having sleepless nights about their children. But it's not going to go well for Harry and Meghan. Defeat coming towards them. And hallelujah for that. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'll see you on the next one.